Soul Spark. Welcome to Soul Spark. These episodes are brain snacks, brief, bite-sized reflections from my personal journey, designed to be digested in just a few minutes. I'm not here to tell you how to live or what to do. I'm just here to share my stories and the questions I've wrestled with along the way. My hope is that by sharing what's moved me, I might just spark something in your soul today. Let's dive in. Episode 8. The Bravery of the Question. Let's talk about the questions we are completely terrified to ask ourselves. We live in an age where we're constantly asking questions. We ask Google for directions. We ask our bosses for feedback. We ask our friends what they think of our decisions. We're obsessed with gathering information. But when it comes to the quiet, heavy questions about our own lives, the ones that actually matter, we suddenly go silent. In January 2024, the new year had just started. Usually this is a time when the working dentist would sit down with a notebook, write out a list of strict goals, and map out the entire year. I would ask myself very safe, practical questions. How can I be more productive? How can I optimize my schedule? What is the next logical step in my career? But as I sat there that January looking at the blank page, a heavy realization hit me. I realized I was using those safe, practical questions to hide from the dangerous ones. A dangerous question is one that has the power to completely disrupt your life. It is the question that keeps you awake at 3 a.m. Am I actually happy in this relationship? Is this career quietly draining my soul? Am I living my own life? Or am I just acting out a script someone else wrote for me? For a very long time, I refused to ask myself those questions. And it wasn't because I didn't know how to ask them. It was because I was absolutely terrified of the weight of the answers. Here is the hard truth about the human mind. Once you ask a dangerous question and your soul gives you the honest answer, you can never unhear it. You can try to stuff it back down in the dark, but it would always be there, ticking like a clock. If you ask yourself, does this life still fit me? And the honest answer is no, then you suddenly have a massive responsibility on your shoulders. It means you have to change. It means you have to have a difficult conversation, break old habits, and step into the terrifying unknown. It is so much easier to just stay asleep and keep asking the safe questions. But that day in January, I decided to stop hiding. I decided to be brave enough to ask the dangerous question. I looked at the life I had built, the mask I was wearing, and the exhaustion in my body, and I asked myself, Dennis, is this really it? The answer was heavy. It meant I had to start dismantling parts of my identity that kept me safe for 47 years. It meant admitting that I had been wrong about what actually brought me peace. But here's the beautiful thing that happens when you finally stop running from your own truth. The moment you accept the heavy answer, an incredible amount of pressure leaves your body. The anxiety of pretending completely evaporates. Yes, the road ahead becomes uncertain, but the first time in your life you're actually walking in the right direction. The truth will set you free, but first it will make you incredibly uncomfortable. So, I want to ask you today, what is the dangerous question you're currently refusing to ask yourself? What is the heavy answer you're trying so hard to avoid? What if the bravery to simply ask the question is the exact key to freedom you have been desperately looking for? Did I spark your soul today? Thank you for sharing this space with me today. As you step back into your world, remember that you don't need to have all the answers right now. Sometimes just noticing the question is enough. May this brain snack offer a moment of stillness in the noise. And remember, embrace the spark.